Okay, is it on? Yeah, it's on. Welcome to Logcast number. Oh, Jesus. I don't know what Logcasts are at. I think we're at 15? Technically 16? I don't even know why I named that one. Like, the one I named like 13 and a half or whatever. It was because I was like, I missed Wednesday. It's a war crime. And then the week after, I missed Saturday, so. I might just rename them, who knows? Okay. Anyway, welcome. This time I came in prepared. I meant to record this yesterday. I don't know when this will go up, because I'll have to wait for it to process, and that'll take a while. I should have done this last night, but I didn't, for reasons I will get into later. We have notes. Again, isn't that... I'm so professional now. Oh, Lord. Okay. There was an order I wanted to cover this, but I was like, I'm gonna... For the last few points, I don't know how long I can go about those. This Logcast is going to be under an hour, but, you know me. I say that. Okay. Sorry, I'm reordering it because I don't like the current way I have it. Okay. Mix week. God. Okay, so as we've all noticed, we've had 2 mixes this week. Do you see this daily upload thing? Hopefully. Let's not upload this tomorrow. That would be embarrassing after I just said that. I had mentioned it in one of the last vlogcasts that I was like, I wanna take a whole week to make mixes, and now I'm 2 days in after only doing mixes. So it's funny because it wasn't even meant to go like that. Like, real talk, I made the UI Goku mix. I made that forever ago, and then like the second one, I literally just found out what Pizza Tower was. I think the day of, or like the day before, like later, and I was like, I could make this a mix, you know. So that just kind of ended up working out. And there's another mix I want to do. I mean, I've already done it, but like, I want to remake it because there are parts of it, the original one, that don't sound too good. So I think now I could fix it because, some of the mixes back then, they had a few audio errors in them. So I wanted to kind of fix all of them high key. Like all the old ones that had obvious audio errors. I can't think of any off my dome right now, except the Rowan Jiren one. But yeah, I want to redo that. There's also someone I want to send it to, and I was thinking I'll just make a personal one for them, and then I'll do whatever. But now I'm like, nah. A lot of mixes I want to share them to certain people, but I'm like, nah, just wait till it's actually up, and then just start sending it. So that's what's happening. So that's gonna go up tomorrow, since it's Wednesday, because I'm recording this on Wednesday, because I should have done it Tuesday. Oh man. Yeah, we have a few mix-related things in here. I don't like the order I put this in, so I'll just do it anyway. Indie games. This was a big jump, wasn't it? Indie games. I guess I have a crush on them now. On my Switch I have like 2 indie games, and let me see. I play them a lot. Like, the first one is Streets of Rogue. It's the one I mixed the Pizza Tower thing with. I know not a lot of people know what it is, but I'm like, bro, this game's there's stuff in that game where if you tell someone about it, it's like, what? Like, it sounds wild. Like, I don't even know what to compare it to. It's like a roguelike, but it's really crazy. I don't, like, anything could happen, and it's really cool. I don't know how long it's been being worked on. I just know I played the demo like 5 times. I barely beat it, and then it was like, okay, go buy the full game. And I was like... So I waited for Christmas, and then I got it. or I got it before that. I can't remember, to be honest. Pizza Tower. I don't know anything about Pizza Tower. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I heard that intro theme and I was like, but I don't know anything about it. It looks cool. A lot of games that I like are usually indie games. Not like my favorites, but yeah, like Red Eclipse and all that. Man, I haven't posted any. Maybe I should make an indie game video one of these days because I've played a ton of them. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to add on to that. Gaming mixes and why I like gaming music. Man, how do I even explain this? Because like high key, there'll be times where I'll like, you know, I'd listen. Let me shut up. I'm gonna just say what I need to say before I get judged. A lot of the times, if I'm just doing stuff, I'll listen to gaming music. Cause it's like, I'm gonna sound like a whole ass boomer. Music nowadays, I'm like, you're not really saying anything. You know, like it's a lot of and then I put it in the and then I'm like, I'm not feeling this. Like a ton of it is like the same, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And like the thing with gaming music, it's meant to make you feel a certain kind of way, or a lot of it is, because it's meant to do that. Where a lot of music now is like, they don't make me feel nothing. It's like it's just playing. Like gaming music gets you like hyped, sad. You know, it fits the tone. It's the same with like movie scores and stuff, because that's what they're meant to do. And I'm like, I just liked it. I don't know how else to explain it. Like a lot on my phone, like I have actual songs on there, but a lot of it is not actual songs, and a lot of that is not just because of me making gaming mixes and stuff. Like I have a ton of music on there. That's the main reason I can think of have these weird ideas to make mixes of, to be honest. Like, you think anyone else is gonna mix Rose theme with Rose theme? I don't think anyone else remembers his first theme. Maybe not even his normal one. Maybe the series. It doesn't matter. It's like no one else would have done that, is what I'm saying. Or DJ Subatomic's theme 5 times. Imagine being the crazy person who mixed his theme 5 times. Or more. I can't even remember. Oh man. Yeah. It's just like, I just like it. I just like making them. And the next point is perfect because it actually flows in. It's why I haven't mixed any real songs, quote unquote. I don't know. I don't listen to any like actual songs. Like I mean, I did one. I did the one. You know the one. What is it called? I mean, I did Dance Till too. That's an actual song. People actually listen to that. What was the other one? I can't remember. It was the meme song, and I mixed it with Subatomic's theme. But yeah, it's because I don't listen to too much like music normal people listen to, so I don't know anything else that would sound like that. If it makes sense. Like there's no. I don't usually hear normal music, and I'll go like, I'll mix that with this, and then it'll sound great. Like it just doesn't happen because it's not what I listen to. So. Long story short, it's not what I listen to, so I haven't thought of any mixes to make for them. And also, I usually don't feel them the same way, so I don't feel compelled to make any. What's the next point? Why don't you think? See, I wrote these bullet points when I was tired, and I'm like, you low-key roasted yourself with this. Why don't you make any relevant gaming songs? I can't think of any music from any games now that are fire. I mean, I did one on Doom, and I kind of want to do one on Cyberpunk. I feel like I could mix a Cyberpunk song with DJ Subatomic. It might be a little intense because Cyberpunk's music is a lot, you know, more action sounding. But I do kind of want to do that. Why do I want to make one off the game that no one likes right now? I know people like Cyberpunk, but I'm like, I can't even think of any. Like all the games that normal like people play, they don't have any themes I can think of. Like Call of Duty, Like, I can't think of a single like Call of Duty song. What, Apex? That was the jump theme. Like, I'm saying, like most like I want to say generic, but I don't think that's the word. The most popular games in the mainstream usually don't have like good music. So, I mean, I'm really trying to think. I really can't think of any. Like, that's the main reason I haven't done it. I can't think of any like things I'd want to mix with relevant stuff. I really can't. Like, I think the most popular game I made a mix of, I think it was like Destiny and Doom. And people like Doom soundtrack. The video did kind of good, despite what I thought would happen. The Destiny video did okay. I don't remember how many views it got, but I think it did alright. But I think that's it. I can't think of any super popular other things I want to do. Like, yeah. Someone would have to send me a suggestion of a popular gaming song that is cool, because I can't think of any. And that's the main reason I haven't done it. Okay. You gotta escape from me. Okay. So, I'm blazing through these way faster than I thought I would. Escape from UB. See, there's a song. It's from Parasite Eve, another game that no one knows except me. You know? There's a game called Parasite Eve, and in the third one, there is a song that plays that is an absolute banger, but I can't think of any mixes for it. I don't even know why I put this in the in the notes, because it's not something I'd usually just talk about. But yeah, there's a song in there called "Escape from UB," and like it starts playing when you fight. I think it's not the final boss; it's just one of the bosses. And I was like, this kind of slaps. Maybe I think I just thought of something. I won't say it out loud, so it'll be a surprise. But I just thought of something. This is why we have these conversations. So I could, end of the day, it's still a log that just happens to be a pod. A podcast, Oh, there was something I wanted to talk about, and I don't think I put it in here. It's more YouTube related. There's a group. They do a podcast, not like mine. It's two of them. I want to say their names, but I honestly can't remember them. Not because it's like, oh, it's so trash. I don't remember their names at the moment. And they're like a podcast duo, and I think they upload weekly? ? And they're not big. I think they might be smaller than me. I think they are. I think they have they don't have triple digits in subs, is what I'm saying. And the way they talk to their fans, I'm like, I get the thing where it's like fake it till you make it, but like it's a little weird. Like there was one guy, I forgot what he said. They made a joke and he laughed at it, and they said "you're welcome" or something like that, and the guy was just like, like I don't know how to explain it. It was really weird. When you're smaller, I don't know if you could take that quirky, oh, we don't even care. I don't know if you can do that. I mean, I bet there's probably a certain kind of exception of person that could, but in general, that comes off like a crazy person. I haven't even seen much of their fan interaction since that, but it seems like all those super tiny channels that act like that, they had one big video a long time ago, and then they just kind of, I think we're all like that. High key, a lot of us small YouTubers, we have we have a video that was like, this is the jump start of your career, and then it's not. It's it's rough, especially now. I can't speak for everyone because my situation is different than a lot of people's now. or at least that I can think of. Because a lot of YouTubers that I've seen now, their banger videos were usually like a few months ago, and then they can't get views on anything else. My thing was, the most views I had on a single video was like 400K. Like, it was like almost 500,000. And then I started getting, I think I averaged 100 views back then. And then it just kind of, I don't know, it just didn't happen. Because after that long pause I had to take, like, my views are okay now. I'm not gonna say they're horrible. They were, overall, like, analytic-wise, they were a bit higher, like, a bit ago. But that was just because I had more videos then. But anyway, like, a lot of people seem to get a video that did really popular, like, a month ago, and they're like, okay, it's time to, I can submit myself or something like that. Like, I'm trying to say, like, they got an ego booster, and it messed up, like, everything else. Because they're like, okay, now I'm fine. This is my YouTube stardom. But the subs don't reflect that, and the numbers afterwards don't reflect that. So it's like, some guy who contacted me a bit ago, he had a few videos that did really good. Like, he had a video that got like 62K, and then another one that got like 80K, and then like it just kept going down. Like, it was 3 videos that had like about 50 to 40K, and then it was a bunch of videos that got like 500. And I was like, that's because when you get subscribers, that usually means that they've seen more than like one of your videos. The thing with smaller YouTubers is a lot of times a ton of people will see one video and then they won't see anything else. And the other thing is that a lot of small YouTubers don't have the end cards set. Like, I have it now. I didn't have it before. I can't even tell you the point where I started adding them, but with a lot of smaller YouTubers, they'll make their one banger video and it doesn't link to anything else, so then the other person they'll just leave. They'll go like, well, that was fun. Bye. Like, you know, there's nothing to keep them going through your channel, because nothing's popping up in their face. So it's not good. So, you know, if I had to recommend to anyone else starting YouTube out there, put end cards on your videos. If you don't know how to, learn how to, because it's very helpful and you're going to need it. You best believe when I figured out how to do it, I put an end card on like everything. But yeah, you just gotta find some other way to link to yourself on your videos. There's a certain formula that someone else had, and I kind of want to start doing it. Not, you know, straight up copyright infringement. I just stole your whole idea, but, you know, something like how I did, in like when I made the Fatal Bullet video, where it was the end card and it was like all my blinks and stuff, and then it was me talking. I want to do something like that again, but I'd have to think of a video for the end card. So that's why that's a thing. I'm looking at these kazoo covers. You see, so I think I said it last time. I think I might have played it last time. I got a kazoo and I'm like, kazoo covers. Cause like, I can play songs on the kazoo. The only thing with the kazoo is, you know, you run out of oxygen. But I'm an editor, so I can just go like, splice. You didn't hear that part. You didn't hear me go, like right at the end of the song. So I kind of want to do some kazoo covers, because like I said, I don't watch anything popular, you know. So there's a lot of kazoo things I could do that no one's done yet. Like a lot of the funny kazoo memes and stuff you see for is like JoJo and like I don't know what people watch now. Jujaken or Jujitsu, whatever you weebs watch, bro. I don't know what that show is called. And all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know if I want to say it out loud. I don't think any of y'all are gonna steal my idea. Yeah. I want to do a Fist of the North Star kazoo cover. Just because I don't think it exists yet. Also, I would want to use that. Like a lot of mixes that I do, a few of them I was like, I just wanted to use it for me, but then I was like, just make it a video and then just use it afterwards and then you can link to it. But this is the same thing with the kazoo covers. And also, I feel like Fist of North Star gets memed a lot. Like, a lot of people don't know what it is, but they'll take memes from it. I feel like that could be one of those memes. I'm just saying. If it don't get popular now, it'll get popular later, you know? I have faith that would do well, is what I'm saying. So, I think I'm gonna do that. And I can think of a few more off the top of my head I want to do. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have enough oxygen to play them, but, you know, life is about trying new things. Might go bad. Who knows? I don't know if I want to talk about that yet. I don't know how long I can talk about that for. There is something else I wanted to talk about on why I hadn't done the mix week before. Though I don't think it would have much consequence now, just because of my size. But the reason that I haven't leaned super heavy into mixes and I throw in other stuff in between is just because it's like I said it before. I say it a lot. Like, that's not how I want to be known as. I want to be like a variety channel. And the thing is, with a variety channel, is a lot of the time, the reason that works is because you're the constant in it, you know? And, like, with mixes, there isn't much of me I can put into that. Like, I mean, like, the reason you mostly guess I did it is because it's some crackhead mix no one would have thought to do. Or no one knows what the two things are. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, because I'm trying to think of stuff that's, like, drastically different. Like, okay. The main comparison I'm thinking of is Steedoge, who is a Dragon Ball YouTuber. I haven't watched him in forever. I don't know if I think he still does it. But I remember at first he did captions on everything. I'm gonna speak from my personal experience. This is no offense. I doubt he'd see it, but this is no offense if he did. He does Dragon Ball videos, and like, at first it was only subtitles, and then he started narrating the starting part, and then he started actually talking. The problem, my guy is so loud. Okay, like, I don't know how to, like, how do I word this? Like, he's really loud. Like, if you have a little brother and he's hype about playing a video game, that's how loud he is. I know I'm pretty loud, but the thing is with, like, my mic is usually, when it picks me up talking, I have to turn my voice up in post, because I guess it might just be because of my microphone, but it doesn't make me super loud. Whenever he starts yelling, it peaks the mic, it peaks my headphones, and I'm like, it's about to blow the sound out of my headphones. And I don't like it, so I don't watch him anymore. It did open up a lot for him, I'm assuming, since, you know, he doesn't only have to play Xenoverse anymore. But, you know, it's stuff like that, where you just suddenly change up what you're doing, is what I'm afraid of, like, happening. But the good thing is, since I came back, I've been doing a lot of different stuff, like the Logcast, the game stuff, these mixes. So if someone came here, they wouldn't just go like, why aren't you just doing this? Because I'd already been doing everything else before. It still could cause a problem, you know, if someone just came in and they were like, why, what is this other stuff? I wanted a mix, you know, like, that could happen, but it's less likely than if I had done a Steedoge. want to talk about this? I mean, a little bit. Because every single vlogcast, I end up talking about people who I'm like, they were cool. Then they messed up. Now they're in jail. You know, it's like it seems to be a constant. This one isn't in jail though. I watched a video right before this about Venturian Tale. If anyone remembers him, man, that sounded offensive. He and his family they did YouTube about. Man, I want to say 10 years ago, because honestly, I watched them like a few times. It wasn't my kind of thing. I thought they were kind of cringy a little bit, you know. But I had to be like 9. Like I can't remember how old I was. I just remember I was really young, and I was like, you know, you know, this is funny. This is cool. I watched them for like a week or two, and then you know I moved on to other stuff. And I hadn't heard of them since then. And then I see a video like the downfall. I'm like, oh god, here it goes. Someone else touched the child. Like, it's like can you blame me for whenever you see the downfall of a YouTuber? That's usually what happens, right? And that's not what happened. Thank God. Basically, they didn't change up their content. Like the whole, like from since I was a kid till now, they were doing like the same kind of stuff. Then they just stopped uploading, and then it was, you know, whatever. But like, I think the channel's still a thing. I just don't think they upload, or he uploads that much. I think because it was 4 of them. Now I think it's only him. But the one thing I do have to say is like, I mean, there is 4 of them, so this compliment won't, you know, hit the same as if it was just one of them. But when my guy was telling how many videos they made a day, they said they used to make 4 videos a day. I'm like, what? Like, I know I talk about group channels a lot, and I know how I go like, I could never be a part of one, you know, because that sucks. But, man, 4 videos a day? Like, that's crazy. I mean, like, let me say me and 3 other people, we're just playing a video game, and then let's say we play for like 3 hours or so, because I'm trying to think about how you would do that, because there's like at some point you would have overlaying footage, unless you were like, okay, we're gonna record for 4 hours, I'll get the first hour, and then, you know, they split it up like that way. That's a lot of recording, unless you switch games. I don't know. I never even thought about doing that, so I've never thought about, you know, how to do it. I have an idea. I mean, I guess you would just go like, okay, from this time to this time, we're playing this game. This time to this time, we're gonna make your video, and then on the daily though, that's a little exhausting, ain't it? Like, I'm just surprised they didn't go crazy. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I never thought about it. 4 videos, if they're saying their content never changed, and it was just like Gmodded, like Minecraft, and I think they played Skyrim, I think I remember that. But 4 videos a day, and I think all of them were in all of their videos. I don't know. I never thought about it. That's wild. Yeah, and I golly, that's horrible. I still don't think I'd ever want to be a part of a group channel, but that kind of commitment, that's wild. That couldn't be me. I just punched him like. Hell, I'm sorry. Like that whole conversation that we just had was not in the script. I didn't put that in there. And I look back at the at the script, and it just says like the bullet points, and it says machines. I don't know what the hell that means. So yeah, Venturian Tale, they were cool. I'm kind of sad to see they died out. I'm happy they died organically, like a lot of people in the comments said, and they didn't get canceled for, we all know. So, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. A group channel? I don't know. Like, I don't think I'd be super opposed to it. It couldn't be mine. Like, I don't want to personally run it. I'd be a part of one, maybe. This is the thing. Because it always falls apart. Like, there's a few rare exceptions, but I cannot think of a single group channel that has ended with them just going like, all right, bye. Like, all right, see you. All right, we're all friends still. It doesn't happen. I can't think of an example of it happening. It just doesn't happen. It's always like, money happens, people hate each other now, they've grown up or something. Like, I don't know. I think it would still be fun. I would like the experience. You know, okay, I'm gonna just shut up. I'm gonna say, I would be willing to be a part of one. I just don't want it to personally be mine. Just because if it does fall apart, I don't know if I want all that on me. You feel me? Like with let's just use an example real quick, like Dan Plan. I think I talked about it before, but I don't think I talked about it like this. When all that fell apart, right? Okay, so like the two co-hosts he had, they both had to leave for different reasons. One was a disagreement, one had to go do service. And then he was just left there. Like, regardless on how you feel about him, he was just left there. So then he had to take the channel in his own direction. And I can't imagine that being me. Because you're going to suddenly have to explain why both of your friends are gone. And then you might have to get into, we had a disagreement, we hate each other. It's a lot that could go wrong. So if it all did fall apart, I just don't know if I'd want it to all fall apart on me. Not a selfish thing. I'm just saying that's how it is. Okay, now we can get into some other stuff that doesn't involve that. I looked over at my bullet points and I see collab ? So let me weave for y'all a tale real quick, real right fast. This is gonna be the fun ending section of the Logcast, because the rest of the bullet points here I have are like fluff and they're not serious, like YouTube groups falling apart. Like, I have, when I say I have a collab planned, what I mean is, it's not a video, like, it is a video. It's not a video, it's like a voiceover thing. Like the subatomic dumb, but I'd have, dumb, not dub, dumb. Like the subatomic dub, but I'd have other people for it, you know. A voiceover collab, all I had to say. And, I had reached out to two people and they were like, do I really want to get into this? Like, they might eventually end up seeing this, and then I'll go like, oh, I'm sorry. It's just because I don't know what I'm doing. What I'm trying to say is, on this one occasion, I was relatively incompetent because I didn't know what to do. Because I've never, like I said, I've never collabed with people. I've never trusted anyone with my stuff. So I just do everything by myself. So, you know, it was really different for your boy to have to go like, okay, let me get out of my way and ask these people. So I asked two people, because for the scene, if it was all dudes, I would have just been like, they're all me now. But yeah, I needed another guy. I didn't need him, but I was like, it'll add some spice. And then I needed a girl to voice like 2 lines, like barely, like nothing, right? And I asked these two people, and I'm like, you wanna voiceover collab real quick? And I sent them the little clip of what they'd have to voice, and they were like, yeah, okay. I was like, I don't know how to explain the wave of relief that I felt, because I was just like, oh, it's done. That was easy. They said yes. I sent them the line. They're going to send it to me. I even gave them the thing to send it to me. What could possibly go wrong? So here we are. This is an L. Here we are. I don't know how many days later. When did I ask them? I asked them like Friday. It's now Wednesday. And I haven't heard anything. Like, no tea, no shade, you know. I didn't ask for a deadline. I, like, literally after this whole scenario, I asked another, like, a person that I know in the voiceover community. I was like, hey, so, how do you do this? Because I just asked 2 people, and they just died. Like, how do you do this? Basically, he just told me, you ask for deadlines. And in my head, I thought about doing that, but I was like, could I ask someone for a deadline for a free thing? So, I mean, like, it still might happen. I have nothing against those people. I feel like I did it kind of weird. Just because I didn't know what I was doing. I feel like there's no way for me to clean this up and not sound like a dick. Oh, man. Because I want those voice lines, but I never got them. Not saying that, they're not busy or anything. I'm just saying, like, I want my lines. So, yeah, there might be a collab coming out. I'm not sure. I said it would be out by Friday, but since this is the mix week, I feel like I'm just gonna end it off with a mix. But, like, come on. But the schedule was meant to be, I do whatever, like, before it ended up being mix week, I was meant to do a mix, then some other stuff, and then put the voiceover collab by Friday. That's not happening now. It's mix week now, and it's rough. So if anyone wanted to do a voiceover collab, I'm gonna tell you, say a deadline, because you might not get your lines. I might ask someone else to get me those lines, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I do want to do the scene. I just needed some other people's help, and the 2 people I chose were really my first choice, because I was like, y'all are kind of good at what you do. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if I could spin it to work out somehow. See, this is the thing, right? Since I've never done anything like this before, I'm scared I'm gonna say, can I get these lines by then? Because here's the way it happened, right? I had sent them both the video. I had said, can you record these lines and then send them to me? And they said, okay. I'm scared if I say, can I get these by this time? They're going to tell me, well, what lines? Like, I'm afraid they're gonna go like, you were talking about the video? How was I supposed to know? Like, I don't, like, there's room for them to say that, I guess, because I don't know how people do it usually. This is what we call being an inexperienced scrub. For the future, I'll know if this goes wrong. Might have sabotaged a relationship. But, I'll learn at least. There's so much stuff I'm doing now that I said I would never do. It's kind of interesting. Like, my voice cracked like 5 times during that sentence. If you laughed at home, I hate you. But yeah, there's so much stuff I'm doing now that I never said I would. I said I would never do before. the scripts, the collabs, the man. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot of stuff I can do. Period. Yeah, I was about to add something onto that, but I don't know. Speaking of voiceover, I had seen a machinima. Anyone remember those? Smash Bros. Machinima. Hell yeah, no one does those anymore. There's a guy, he's in one of our Discords, and he does Smash Bros. Machinimas, and I'm like, whoa. I didn't know people still did these. And he had a blooper reel, and I was like, man, this looks fun. I want to be part of someone's project, I don't care if I get, paid or not. I just kind of want to be there, like, one day just for the experience. Because I feel like that would be really cool. I don't know anyone who would need me for anything. Like, look. I think I mentioned it before. I mentioned it in the Fighters Night Discord thing. That is the same Discord I'm talking about. The thing is, I think all of them know each other now. They don't know who I am, I think, at all. So, if I ask them, you got any lines you want? Huh, stranger? You want to give me, another stranger, some lines to say? Like, they don't know who I am, so it'd be weird. So, I don't know. One of these days, a collab will come out. One of these days. I just don't know when. What's this? What's next? I have both my Logcast scripts on top of each other, so I almost read the first one. That would have been an L. Yeah, we got like 15 minutes left, so let's get off the serious stuff. Let's get off the business stuff. Let's get off the learning stuff. Let's talk about the stupid stuff. I'm gonna say this in a different order, just because I want to talk about video games last. There's been a spider who has lived in my room since I think the first Logcast. Some people are probably asking, why haven't you killed him? I don't know. He just chills out in the corner of the room. I think he ate a roly-poly, and I'm still like, I don't know how you did it. It's a tiny house spider. It's not like a tarantula in my room. That would be stupid. I've named him Spy Eye. Don't know why I did that, but it's better than just being like, yo, spider, I'm gonna be so sad when this man pulls a Charlotte's Web on me and just dies and I can't find him. But yeah, he's been there since the first Logcast, and at first I was like, I'll just leave him there, because he's not bothering me. He just sits on like the corner of my room, like he doesn't bother me at all. And like, now it's just more of a matter of how long do house spiders live. Because, like I said, we're like 15, 16 Logcasts in, and he's still alive, which means he's been alive for like 15 weeks. I don't know how long they live for. I mean, he's cool. I wouldn't have killed him anyway. I wouldn't have been like, man, what does that kid say in Toy Story? I don't want to play with you anymore. And then and then just squash him. I'm not gonna do that, but there's a lot on his plate now. I don't know why I feel uncomfortable talking about games on here. I just do. I don't know why. Re4. Resident Evil 4. That might be my favorite action horror game that I've ever played. It is so good. Like, okay, I got it on Switch for I got it after Christmas. And it's just so good. It's like this perfect blend of actually scary and just action. Because the thing you hear about Resident Evil is like the first 4 are good, and then after that it just went into action, crazy, crackhead energy. What's that dude named? Jack pushing a boulder, Like, all this stuff just became super fantastical and crazy in like a James Bond action movie. And like, the first three are considered like the scary ones, and RE4 is the blend of scary and action. Leon is like the perfect zombie game protagonist, cause he's so everything in that game is like the perfect amount of cheesy where it actually works. You know, Leon is cool. He never seems, you know, like, oh, I'm scared, but he's not also like, what's up? You know? He's just like, if Spider-Man was a zombie character protagonist, you know? A zombie game protagonist. He has the witty one-liners. Everyone else seems okay. Lewis was, ooh. I mean, the game is like 10 years old. I mean, I feel like I'm the only person who hasn't played it yet. Lewis was cool. I liked him. He didn't do much. They could have done more with his character. I don't like Ashley. She's kind of... like, every time I take like 3 steps from her, she's like, Leon! I'm like, oh my god. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna switch sides right now. But yeah, that game is fun. Cutscenes are cool. Game is cool. The characters are cool. Yeah, it's a good game. If anyone hasn't played it, I would recommend you play it. Like, the thing that put me off about playing it for so long is that I heard Resident Evil has tank controls, and I was like, oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, that's so horrible. And then I actually played it, and I was like, oh, this is fine. So yeah, Resident Evil. Excellent zombie game. Recommend you play it. It's perfect for anybody, ever. You'll not hate the game. Everyone will love it. That was sarcasm. I don't know what problems you would have with it, other than maybe the controls. But, yeah, it's an excellent game. Excellent game. Definitely my favorite zombie game protagonist over fucking Crane and all the other ones. Yeah. That's a good game. I don't even have to look at the bullet points. I know what one I put next. I put Dark Souls Remastered. Look, so recently I ended up getting Dark Souls Remastered. That is from a different era, dog. A lot of people probably go like, why aren't you playing Demon Souls? I don't have a PS5, okay, dog? Get off me. But anyway, the only Dark Souls games I played are like the spin-off ones. Like Bloodborne, Sekiro. I've played both of those. And I played Dark Souls 3. But I remember every Dark Souls fan going like, ew, I hate Dark Souls 3. It's so easy, it's a baby game. And I originally wasn't even gonna play it. And then I started playing it and I was like, ooh. The thing about, if you wanted to jump from Dark Souls 3 to Dark Souls 1, I'm going to tell you it hits way different. A lot of things are not the same. I don't even remember how I played Dark Souls 3. I think the weight is a lot easier in Dark Souls 3. It might just be because I only remember being high leveled in that game, even though I've beat it like 3 times with different characters, but I don't ever remember chunky rolling in Dark Souls 3. In Dark Souls 1, my character for the longest time had to wear no shirt, no pants, because it was too heavy, and I wanted to fast roll, because I think I beat the first boss slow rolling, and I was like, I can't do this. I don't even use shields like this, I can't do this. Then I found out that I was just over encumbered from the clothes I was wearing, and I was like, oh, I'm just naked now. So, yeah, you gotta get used to the fact that there's no fast traveling. The areas are way smaller, so you don't need to fast travel everywhere. I heard you get it later, but yeah, it's different. It's fun. Like, it's still the same Dark Souls formula that everyone likes now. Just it's downgraded a lot. Like, okay, listen. Because I know Dark Souls fans, they're like, 1 was the best, 2 sucks, no one talks about 2, 3 was easy. If you wanted me to keep it a bean with you, Dark Souls Remastered is not the best game. It's alright. I appreciate it for starting the next, like, you know, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Dark Souls 3. I appreciate it for starting those things, but it is definitely not my favorite one at all. I think a lot of people have nostalgia goggles on when they play that game. I don't. I can tell you, it's not great. It's not a bad game. It is probably on the bottom tier of all the Souls games I played from official From Software. Because, you know, I could probably put the Surge and Lords of the Fallen under that, but yeah, it's so, everything's just different, right? I can't really recall with Dark Souls 3, just because it's been a long time since I played Dark Souls 3. But yeah, in Dark Souls 3 and in Bloodborne, if you wanted to fight a boss, you had to be in his mid, right? Like, you had to be like, more with Bloodborne. When you're fighting a boss, you're countering him, you're dashing towards him, and you're constantly putting, like, the pressure on him. Dark Souls 3, kind of the same thing. Like, when you fight Gale and Midir, if you're, like, passive at all, you're getting washed. Dark Souls Remastered has the chunkiest, goofiest bosses, I think. In my opinion, I think it has the worst bosses in the whole series, right? Not from a design standpoint, but when you fight them, all the ones I've fought so far, pretty stupid. Pretty not smart. Like, okay, I didn't beat the whole game yet. I'm gonna say that now. I'm still at, like, I think the first half. But even in Bloodborne, when you fight Gascoigne, he's on you. When you fight the Cleric Beast is the only boss I can think of where you can kind of play it like, just slowly walk to his side, mink, mink, get out, right? Dark Souls 1, I've basically beat every boss by, like, you know, I have the fast roll so I can get out of the way of stuff, but a lot of enemies that I've fought so far, you just stick to their side and they don't know what to do, because they get confused turning around the whole time. It might have been a limitations thing, but I'm like, bro, this is an L. This is so, like, who even was the first boss? I don't remember. Who was the first boss? That's terrible. I don't remember who the first boss is. I can tell you the ones I do remember. I remember fighting the Gaping Dragon, and I was like, if you walk behind him, he sucks. He has one attack that he does when you're behind him, but if you just hit him in the butt, he can't do anything. The gargoyles? I mean, they were kind of active, I guess. The gargoyles were okay. Like, I remember struggling on them, but it wasn't because they were hard. Like, I think they killed me twice. But it was just because I think that's when I figured out, oh, I'm too heavy to roll right. You know? Because they moved kind of fast, you know? So, I mean, they were okay. The Taurus Demon sucked. He's super slow. I know he's like the second or the first boss, but he's super slow. He sucks. He's trash. The Asylum Demon, if you just roll, you're fine. His moves are super obvious. Moonlight Butterfly is the worst Souls boss that has ever been invented, hands down. I don't care what you say. The Surge had better bosses than that thing. That thing sucks. That is the worst boss. You sit there waiting for it for like 10 hours, for it to fly down, you not do enough damage, and then it flies away again. It's stupid. What's the other one? Quailag. The scorpion thing. If you stick behind her, she cannot turn, because she turns like a school bus. The other thing is her attacks are slow. So, she'll do her fire sword attack, you'll roll behind her, and then she'll go like, like, she'll start slowly turning, and then you just beat her up. Like, that's it. That's the whole fight. So, yeah, people who are nostalgic for Dark Souls, if you take those nostalgia goggles off, I do think Dark Souls 3 is an easier game. I think Dark Souls 1 feels way more rewarding than Dark Souls 3 does, just because everything else seems so much harder. Like, getting around the enemies, just everything seems a lot more difficult. But, I don't think it's my favorite. by a long shot. Not at least not yet. I highly doubt it would be. Considering Dark Souls 3, after playing Bloodborne and Sekiro, it was under those two. But yeah, Dark Souls 1, I don't know. I don't know about that one, Chief. Good game. If you like Souls games, I recommend you play it. I feel like if you threw any Souls game in front of me, I would probably play it. I don't know why I like them so much. It's just like if you're good at those games, they work and you feel cool. And I'm kind of decent at all of them. I'm not gonna go like I'm the best. I do PvP. I'm a god. Like, but you know, when you're good at a Souls game, you get rewarded for being good at the Souls game. And there's a lot. The other thing is, a lot of people just give up on Dark Souls because they're like, it's too hard. So when you beat like the whole series, it's like, yeah, I'm cool. You know, they probably won't give you no props for it. They're probably just like, the game sucks, but they suck. We all know it. Come on. But yeah, I think that's where I went in this podcast. This ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. After this, I'm going to need to free up my phone because gigabyte wise, I'm not in too good shape. Let me tell you that much. So yeah. Anyway, this was fun. Very calm, casual Logcast, except maybe that middle part where it got a little intense, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you as always. I'm always happy to see you here. I hope to see you every single time we upload. Love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later.